Alright, Resident Evil 7 commentary, part 24. Okay, just something, yeah, the news, they're still making a big deal about the Oscars. And what's hilarious is they're trying to make it sound like that everybody, oh yeah, Will Smith, he really stood his ground. No, everybody thinks Will Smith's a dumbass. Everybody else thinks he's a dumbass, the general public. Once again, I'll just say it. I can't believe I'm still talking about this. This crap should have been dead and buried. The worst thing that ever happened was celebrities thinking that they were people of importance. I mean, I know some people say that that at least even these stupid commentators, I cannot stand, like Brian Stelter, who's a little piggly cuck. At least he has experience in what he's talking about, even though everybody makes fun of him because they know he's a little dipshit cuck. I mean, still. And plus that, he went completely bald in like 20 in his early 20s. That's pretty damn bad. It's taken over 10 years for me to lose my hair. And that's the one, yeah, because it really I'm not going to talk about that. Why would I waste my time talking about that? Anyway, what I was saying before at the end of part 23, I've, like I said, the Evie storyline could be, make sense with someone like Jill, in a Revelations game, have that Evie character in there. She has this attachment towards Jill, but she's also hurting people, and Jill is conflicted. Does she want to kill a child, or does she, or to stop what she's doing, or can she just tolerate it? And it'd be an interesting plot point. Well, at the same time, Chris is going after a serial killer in his side story. Yeah, the video freezes here because I'm saving, because I saved there and then it stopped, or it didn't stop, it just froze for a minute. And now you're gonna make this thing to finish off Evie. Try to, yeah. What are we getting is Ethan slowly really loads a shotgun. God, I think Rebecca Chambers could reload a shotgun quicker, and she's all of about 97, maybe 110 pounds. I know she's trained, but come on. Come on. You can't tell me Ethan cannot reload a shotgun quicker than a than a dainty girl. And that's on knock against Rebecca because she's actually a very smart character. But they should have just transitioned her into being a doctor or something. Although I heard she's in one of the CGI films. I wonder if they mentioned these events, or they just in the later ones. Like I think there's a new one called Vendetta or something. I forgot which one came out. The newer, I know there was like one made last year, a year or two ago, and then there's one that came out in 2017. And now you got a horde of the regenerator knockoffs. And I'm sure somebody will say, no, these are better than the regenerators. How? How? Because you have to either waste a lot of shotgun ammo if you don't use the Chicago typewriter. Let's just say you only have a shot. Let's just say you can use the shotgun to kill them without waste a lot of ammo, a lot of shotgun shells, or if you have three or four incendiary grenades. These go down with a couple of shotgun blasts to the head. And if you don't have the infrared scope or enough shotgun ammo or shotgun shells or enough or any incendiary grenades, you're screwed. The proper way to do it is with the infrared scope, and if you don't have that, you better have you better have a lot of shotgun. You better have a lot of shotgun shells or some incendiary grenades on your hand. But you sit in a horde of these things. Now, they're a little bit harder with they're a little bit harder in packs, just like liquors. They aren't too terribly hard on their own. But when you got it like in Resident Evil 5, there's a room full of things. There's like 10 of them. They are a bitch to get through in part 5, unless you have a grenade launcher. And then we're going to get to the part that connects all the way to the house somehow. I mean, they really got creative though with the property. I have to say that. Now here's two fat molded. Since they're kidnapping people off the street, were they fat guys? Were they fat people? God, they're puking up their jizz all over them. Strike that from the record. They at least tried to give me. They gave me a challenge there. There was 2 of them, and they were a little bit harder to take down. Got the shit, yeah. Oh, yippee! There's another. I think. Or is it one? Or is it the same one of the same ones that? I believe I just took them down. See how good mine's. See how short my attention span is? It's about as short as our president's. Oh! I'm here to tell you right now. It doesn't really matter. You can't change anything. And if you do, they're dealt with, so let's just call it even on that. But no, I could change my opinion somewhat on this game, but like I said. I've changed it somewhat. I just think it's a pretty good game. It's just not. Should have been fleshed out better, I guess, or just been a standalone game. I don't know. It just, I don't know. Okay. Anyway, there's a lot of interference with this. Again, this is not professionally done, and people won't shut the hell up. and there's just interference from outside. Yeah, I should really soundproof the room. The room I'm doing this in. Yeah, you get to see what you saw earlier, what was going on earlier. Oh, but coming up's a big surprise, if you know what I... Not this fight. Okay, so that's a hallucination. Anyway, as I said, a lot of interference because people went the fuck up. Anyway, not really wish I could soundproof. If I could soundproof the room in this room, I mean, I would. And it's just interference from the outside. That's why I don't like, haven't uploaded anything on an older console, from older consoles, because if I was to do this on this, it'd just be a pain in the ass and an unfun ass job of editing. Because as I've said, the editing sucks. Hey, the bumpers made it. I made for when I upload this as a airing of a movie on TV. How about that? I left them in, didn't edit them out. You think I would, but again, editing sucks. But when editing is done right, it can be done right. And I went through that. It makes me respect editors on movies, because if you don't, because you do not edit something correctly, and it's all, the editing is half-assed and screwed up, then yeah, it can hurt. It can definitely hurt the movie and then make the director look bad, which would then in turn makes the director, it's hard to get jobs. I mean, what's his name? I mean, like a lot of directors, they end up just doing TV work, which I'm sure they don't mind doing. It's just they would rather do big movies, or even a TV movie, which those aren't things anymore. But I do recommend you check out the channel TVfanatic. A lot of TV movies on there from back in the day, from like all the way back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And honestly, I would rather, and honestly, a lot of TV movies are better movies released today, because at least actors, and actresses back then, at least they said, oh, had the mindset of, this ain't going to be in theaters, so I'm just going to try to make this, I'm going to still act my ass off and make this feel like it should be in a theater. So you're back here where you start off at the very beginning. There's one of those that weird doll. That was kind of like kept you on edge. And again, the Baker Estate property is huge, but part 25 is coming up next, and that'll be the end of the game. So there we go.